Jordan Oliver.
Monster brackets. Some of the best concentrations of talent, and who did emerge but the number 1 and number 2 seed, Jordan Oliver. He was your Olympic representative at 65 kilos. His opponent, Alec Pantaleo, been running through people. I think it was a torn pec or some injuries kept him out of the 70 World Team Trials of 2021, but new year, new Alec, new J.O. Still same awesome abilities that we're going to see here.
Does Jordan have more ink on his body since last time I saw him? I feel like there's something new. I just can't put my finger on what it is.
I think his legs are getting filled in a bit. I think that's his villain leg on the right, as he called it. He's got the Joker, he's got Pennywise.
You know, I spoke with him briefly, and he said, you know, one of the things is these guys are a lot more physical at 75 than they are at 60, at 70, excuse me, than they're at 65. And he had to pick up his physicality more so than his speed.
Yeah. Well, he's got a large enough frame. He's been able to go up and down a little bit in his career. He's certainly cut down in the past. College.
This guy was
133 is wild to think about. But then when he bumped up, he had maybe his most impressive season at 149.
Yeah, 2 weights.
So he could put on the weight, kept his speed every weight class he's ever wrestled. And Pantaleo never made it to the top of the podium in college like J.O. did, but freestyle may be his more natural, his more productive style.
Yeah, for some reason more well-suited, I think, for freestyle.
Yeah, and he's a natural 70-kilo guy, too. He also did that cut to 65 for the Olympics, but sometimes it's a pound too many.
Yeah.
He's a thick young man who's got a lot of muscle, and that weighs a lot.
If you go into the Michigan wrestling facility, you'll see his name on all kinds of records.
On their
body weight, yeah.
Body weight strength challenges.
Yeah.
I would believe it.
Dude's a rock.
So Oliver's on the clock, and he's just got a couple seconds here, and that's going to expire. So 1 point for Pantaleo. Warning about the hands, just a verbal. So just 30 seconds to go in the first period.
Pantaleo an attack, can't get to the legs. Alec was firing off a bunch of fakes with his hands and moving and slapping at the legs and kind of changing his level, but Oliver hasn't been biting on him.
Yeah, I'd say it's been active, but they're both feeling each other out right now, testing the defenses. Looking for an opening, but not really willing to risk too much here in the first period, which has now come to a conclusion.
So yeah, just the 1 point on the board for the shot clock violation, and Alec Pantaleo leads Jordan Oliver 1-0.
We got a pair of gold medalists, one in each corner. Sergey Beloglazov has, 8, 9.
I think?
Yeah,
I
he's one of the all-timers. Coaches at the Cliff Keen Wrestling Club, where all the Michigan guys are in Ann Arbor. And Kendall Cross. It's 96.
96
right.
Olympian, 96 gold medalist.
Yep. NYC, RTC, where Jordan Oliver is now. He's been to a couple different places after leaving Oklahoma State. I think the NYC one's looking good. Wow.
Great counter, so fast. Oliver takes his shot. Pantaleo sprawls out of the way, circles the corner, and able to get on top, maintain control, went for a gut wrench, now has that leg in on the left side. The referee blows it dead and puts it back up onto the feet. He extends his lead now 3-0 early in the second.
It's almost like Pantaleo was looking for that stutter, boom, and he's right around. Jordan Oliver reached out, and Pantaleo was ready for him. Looks like we got an eye poke. And Alec's ready to go. So we will start the clock. 2 minutes, 30 seconds in this match.
Pantaleo looks for a little duck to the side. J.O. out of the way.
How does Oliver answer Pantaleo's lightning quick counter? And interlocking fingers, I guess that was the second warning, but it was white paddled, so J.O. stays at that 3-point deficit. Under 2 minutes to make it up. Shot clock, or the, activity clock, I should say, in the first period, and then 2-point go behind for Alec. That's how he scored his 3. And there is a passivity on Alec. They're getting a little closer collar ties in the center of the mat. See if Jordan Oliver lets that activity clock go. He can score here, and that clock will keep going. Just 5 seconds on it. That's more for Alex. And more for him to take into account. There it is, though. It's moot now. 1 point for Oliver. Less than a minute to go in the match.
So if Jordan can find his way to a takedown, he will be in the lead.
That's right.
As each will have a 1- and 2-point score.
You have to wonder if Oliver wants to wait for that final opportunity. He took that half shot from his knees, and Pantaleo made him pay last time. Nice flurry just now.
And Jordan's going to have to turn on his sprint here.
Yep, 20 seconds, short time.
There's a shot from space, sprawls him out of bounds. They're going to go 1 on the step out.
Yep.
Now if he gets to 3, if Oliver has to get to 4. 3 won't cut it.
That's right.
Because Pantaleo has a 2-point score.
But a push out of Pantaleo, you could get the caution.
Yeah.
And that would be 4. Well, I hope this is not on the official, this is the rule book, but the stoppages at the end there for the warnings doesn't help the guy that's down, yeah. Down on a leg, just a couple seconds, not gonna do it.
Time runs out, unable to finish, and Alec Pantaleo, your winner and champion here at 70 kilos.
Got the only takedown, that's all he needed. And his defense held up against some ferocious attacks at the end by Jordan Oliver. Alec Pantaleo, U.S. Open champion. That was a monster bracket he just ran through.
Absolutely.
And you know we're going to have a new 70-kilogram